When starting out, or even now, what kind of networks, if any, did you build?
Initially, I was quick to build within the network of who was coming in the door. So especially because that was what I had access to, in the facility that we were working at the time, we had a pretty decent amount of people coming through. So my networks was firstly the basics, do the grind, talk to everybody that's within 3 feet of you. Fucking old school.
Yeah.
Like it just
so underutilized.
it's just fucking like, walk the floor.
And we've been guilty. I've been guilty of asking these questions already. It's like, what platforms to use, this, that, and the other. But it comes back down to, floor walking, referrals.
It's the base. You got to do the grind.
Yeah.
You have to do that. And I think the mistake that a lot of people are going to make nowadays is thinking that that's going to solve the problem. It won't. It's just it's a part of a bigger marketing strategy. What always works is face-to-face, building relationships. And so don't get caught out with being all social media and all that stuff. All the basics are still always in play. Face-to-face, talk to people, connect with people, build relationships, build trust, and then work on referral strategies and go from there.
When you're starting out floor walking, what would be your advice to someone on how to be good at doing that style of selling yourself?
So being happy is number one.
Yeah.
So being happy is the key to building relationships with others. Well, that's it. Like, you just be happy. And I guess I'm never attached to an outcome with people. I'm not like I'm trying to get a sale out of this. It's never been that way.
Yeah.
It's I'm not connected to that. If I can have a good chat to someone, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
And we just keep building on that. But then one day, like, they'll hit me up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it's just a case of, obviously we've built up enough trust over the times that we've caught up with each other, and we can start talking. But the cool thing about any relationships, if you take your time going into it, there'll be a long relationship formed. And so it is about just spending that time building relationships, connecting with people, because that way, that even though it may take longer to bring them on board and to on-ramp them, mate, they're already thinking about referring you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of the work's done because they're connecting with a happy person that's willing to help, and they've got that trust built within you already. So trust is a process of incremental connection with people.
Referrals. You touched on it.
Yeah.
Know that you had a system in place for that. Can you tell us much about it?
Just straight up asking. Firstly, like, have you got anyone that's keen to come down? Invite them down, or they can have an intro session with us. So if you ever want to bring someone down, bring them down. Yeah. We'll include them in on an intro session. I always had the opportunity to build from like partner group to small group training strategies. So, originally when I first started kicking off business, I was really strong with small group training. I was pretty solid with that, and that was kind of the core of my business originally. But from a referral piece, I was always emailing, following up, and just asking, for referral. Yeah. But more often than not, like, it's just one of those in conversations, someone's got someone, and I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm very deliberate with it. I say, look, if someone's interested, how about we just arrange a catch-up and we just go from there, or bring them into discussion. We go from there, because the only strategy I ever have around referrals is get in front of them. This is the number one. Again, coming back to, the basics, get in front of who you need to see. Once I was in front of them, deal's done. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because they've already built trust because it's referral. So you're 80% more successful to closing the deal because it's referred out. So you're not there to sell. You're actually there to buy, and you're buying trust.